Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're touching on a subject that's going to get some people sore, but we got to talk about it. What if we didn't have regulations? What if we didn't have fishing regulations? What would happen? Well, fisheries in a whole are going to decline quickly. They're going to collapse quickly, and it'd be devastating, right? So we'll look at, we ain't got no rules. Catch all you want. How long do you think that's going to last? Now, I've read studies that said a couple or few decades. You do realize a decade's 10 years. I don't even think it'll take that long. So when we talk about this issue, this is a global issue, not just for us, not just for me, not just for you, and our little issues we have with redfish and spotted sea trout and southern flounder. No, it's well beyond that. So if we didn't have regulation, what's going to happen? It depends on a few things, right? It depends on a few things on how fast it accelerates. How fast we accelerate it on catching fish, right? And it depends on where you're at and the fishery. Some fish, we're talking about shark, deep sea fish, they don't reproduce a lot. They don't grow fast. They grow to, they get pretty old. Those species, that fishery, is going to suffer the most. So when we talk about economical, right? Let's talk about economics. Let's talk about fishing communities that would be devastated. We're talking about fishing village. We're talking about a fishing community. And this is all they have done for generations. Now you got to go tell this guy, hey bud, fish are gone. You need to find something else to do for a living. So that is your economy for whatever region you're in. It doesn't have to be, it could be here in the United States. It's all over the world. Like I said, it's a global thing. It's just not us here where we're at right now. It's a global issue. Is it my fault? Is it your fault? That I can tell you it is not. We hired people. We hired managers. Take care of this. All right, we'll be over here, but this is your job. Take care of this fishery. They have done a terrible job. A terrible job. Look back in history. In the 1990s, the Atlantic cod fishery collapsed. It collapsed because of under-regulations. Hey, go out and catch all the McFish you can find. And that's what they did. And it collapsed. And without regulations, every fish stock will collapse. I've read reports of a couple to a few decades. You do realize a decade is 10 years. I've read reports of, by 2050, mid-century, it will collapse. It'll be gone. I don't even think it would take that long. I don't even think it would take that long. We have, right now, you can call them poachers, you can call them what you want. It's called IUU, illegal, under-regulated, unreported fishing, IUU. And that goes on every day. Always has, always will. People are not reporting what they catch, be it, in North Carolina, we've got to start reporting our catch on the recreational side. Commercial always has had to, but that is underreporting and under-regulated. So it's not our fault, guys. It's not our fault. It really isn't. We try, and we try, and every day I talk to people. Every day I talk to people that they don't care for that government overreach. They don't want them telling you and me what we can catch, when we can catch it, and what we can keep. I don't like it either. But we're trying to help out. That's what we're doing. Don't be selfish, right? Don't be selfish. Try to help the greater good of our fisheries. And then I'll talk to people who don't care. They'll catch what they want. They'll keep what they want. All right. So you got 50% that's going to try and help and follow the law and the rules, and then you got 50% that don't care. They're going to do what they want. It ain't going to work. Ain't going to work when you got this 50 trying to do the right thing, this 50 trying to do the wrong thing. Ain't going to work. And when you try to explain to these people, hey, you know, if we tried a little bit, and you know, they're trying their hardest. These managers we hired, they're trying now. Waiting a little late, but they're trying now. It's not going to work. It's not going to work when half of us say, I'll do what I want when I want, and then the other half says, I'll try to help you out. You know, I'm going to report my fish. I'm going to stay within the regulations. I may catch some bad comments from this. Jimmy crack corn and you know the rest. But I try my best to stay within the law, stay within the regulations, because I'm trying to preserve something that these people we hired are not doing. All right? And I met some wonderful people with the Department of Environmental Quality, which that is, you know, Department of Marine Fisheries. Wonderful people, and they're dedicated to their job. And I wonder what's keeping them from doing their job. You tell me. But yeah, with no regulations, you'd have no fish on that table tonight. Be it you went out and caught it fresh, you bought it at the fish market, or just bought it from a grocery store, something flash froze tilapia or some crap. It'd be gone. It'd be gone. Could you imagine a world where you can't have fresh fish? Shrimp, lobster, clams, oysters. That's what I'm talking about. If it was deregulated, there was no regulations, we're talking about everything, not just fish. We're talking about shellfish. We're talking about all that good stuff, right? Gone. Gone. And it would be gone in my generation. And Lord knows what's going to happen in the next. So guys, I hope I struck a nerve here. We need to look at, you know, the managers we hired are not doing their job. You know, if you're a worker out there and your manager is screwing up, what are you going to do? Complain to his manager, or just go along with it? So we need to help our managers manage, because if we don't, no one else is. You know, like I said, we're 50-50. I'm going to do what I want, catch what I want, keep what I want. I'm going to try to abide by the rules, report my catches, and try to save this damn thing we love so much. And that's from the heart, guys. This is all from the heart and how I feel. So, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I hope I struck a nerve. Hope it didn't piss many people off, but you always do when you do things like this. So, guys, take care of each other, and I will definitely catch you guys on the next one.